Hear me on this. As young people, you have to choose which voice you're going to listen to as you go out into the other. Here's what often you all are actively in a space where like they're trying to erase the history of who you've been. They're actively in a place where they'd like to defund programs that have seen you be successful. There are voices who are going to tell you that you don't belong in a particular place, that you're not strong enough, that you are your representative, that you're not smart enough. I remember the time I left a high school that was on one side of town and I found myself in another one because I was moving. I performed well in my freshman year, a 4.0 GPA. I was in honors English and I found myself walking into a new school on what I refer to as the other side of town. Can I leave that there? I walked into the classroom and the teacher looked at me and she said, "Ooh, baby, I don't think that you're in the right place." And I looked at my schedule, I looked at the name tag, I looked at my schedule, I looked at her. And I'm like, "No, it's right here, right?" She said, "No, baby, I think that they made a mistake in the office. This is an honors English classroom. I don't know that you're supposed to be here." And I would tell you all that there are going to be voices of people who tell you day in and day out that you're not supposed to be somewhere. And my ask is that you would choose the voice of the people who speak well of you. Hear me on this. The voice in the back of your life is going to be determined by a series of 6 steady decisions and which voice you let with. There are some of my friends who will never see outside again because they lost that guy. And at 6 seconds, they chose violence instead of being able to resolve conflict that another one will hear what I'm saying. They will call them crash out to or turn around to. Here's what I will offer to you, though, friends. You have to choose which one of the voices is going to discuss, to govern your decision making. And you have to be willing to bet on it. The thing that I will offer to you is that if you struggle with that, can I be real with you? I don't always believe in you. I know what I mean. But sometimes when I get nervous, but one of the beautiful things about being in community is when you don't believe in you, when you're working on your belief in you, you can borrow someone else's belief in you into yours as belief in.